Hello.
Hi, ma'am. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning. How are you?
Yeah, I'm exceptionally well. Thank you.
Okay.
How about you?
I'm also doing good today. So yeah, I had a quite a slow morning, not a very productive one, but yeah, I'm here. Okay. So yeah, if you viewed the session notes for today, so it's all about generalization and specialization, right? Okay. So what do you understand by these two terms, and is it good to do generalization or specialization?
Generalization and specialization. So I know a bit about specialization,
Hmm.
and generalization is quite new word for me.
Okay.
Yeah, specialization stands for if you are if you are master in particular field.
Hmm.
So that is specialization, I think.
Okay. When I'm turning my video off, so am I audible or not?
Yeah, you were audible at that time.
Okay. Okay, so you were saying that when we do masters in something, so that is when we specialize in that, otherwise it remains generalization, right? So when sometimes what happens is that when we are talking about any subject or any matter, right, sometimes we just go by the norm that is attached to it, right? We don't try and identify the roots of that, right? So yeah, it's all about acquiring skills and knowledge in various areas. So um, in various areas, that is when we generalize in something, and specializing is like in a specific field, right? So you must have heard of this famous expression, jack of all trades, master of none, though often better than a master of one,
Hmm.
right? Okay, so what do you understand from this proverb?
So it is factual that if you are master in particular field,
Hmm.
uh, so definitely mm, you are able to do in profound way, and you will uh, uh, you will do something better
Hmm.
than other, and that is good if you are master in particular field. But I think this is the era of being master in different field. I think
Yeah.
because I think if you are master in particular field, and the things are not going to last forever, means it is not going. It is after some time the things are not is no more. So at least you will be able to work somewhere else. Like if you are in master, if you have knowledge in different field, I would
Right.
say. So
Hmm.
you can switch your work somewhere else, and you can do another work. So
Hmm.
I think that is good if you are master in particular field,
Hmm.
and but I think uh, we should have been master in other field as well.
Right. So that's what the proverb also suggested, right? The jack of all trades, master of none, though often better than just in one, than a master of one, basically. Okay, so jack of all trades is actually being a better, better skill to have. So this basically represents that versatility in terms of skills is more advantageous, right? So, and you
Right.
said that you largely agree with that. So, can you think of any professions where specialization is extremely important?
So I can take my instance. I have been working with this specialization. I am working as a production manager,
Hmm.
and I have been become master in my field. And
I have been become. What is the
I,
mistake in that?
I, I have become sorry, I
Hmm.
have become master in my field, and
Hmm.
now it has become piece of cake for me. And
Okay.
if somebody will hire me related to this field, so and I can demonstrate myself in very well manner.
Hmm.
But as I told in previous sessions that I'm going to switch in data science in
Yeah.
artificial
Yeah.
intelligence,
Yeah.
because and now this time steel market is in down condition. So future you cannot predict, and the steel market is also in down condition, and IT sector is also in down condition.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that I should switch in IT sector, and I should learn something
Hmm.
related to IT.
Hmm.
So it is kind of a specialization in different field as well. So I'm thinking that if there would be any problem, so at least I would be able to work in IT sector as well.
Okay. Okay. In between, you used a word. I'm going to write it down in the chat box. And please tell me, how do we pronounce it?
Demonstrate
Okay. So, can you please tell me how to pronounce this word?
Monday, monkey,
So, why, like when you're looking at this word, demonstrate, where is the mistake that we're making?
demonstrate. So what is mistake, man?
Think about it. What is common in these three words?
Demonstrate, Monday, and monkey.
What is common?
Uh, Common MO in Monday and M monkey.
Correct. So, when you're
Yeah,
saying Monday and monkey, so you're saying man. Similarly, when you're pronouncing demon, it's not demon, demon.
okay.
Demonstrate,
Demonstrate. Okay, okay, okay.
right?
Demonstrate.
Okay. Lastly, like this is one thing which I hope that you never come across, or yeah. But how do you pronounce this word?
Demonstrate. Okay. Uh, Demons.
Demons, right? So MON, we
Demons.
pronounce it as
De-
man.
Demons or demons?
Demons.
Demons. Okay, it is not demons.
Yeah.
Like demonstrate.
Some. Okay. How do you pronounce this now?
Demonic.
Demonic, right. So over here, the sound is different because of the way IC is attached later. So you don't have to get into the specifics of that, but it's just that demonstrate is one word which we might be using quite often. So please don't pronounce it demonstrate or demonstration. It's demonstration or demonstrate.
Mhm.
Okay,
Right.
right. So, okay. So good answer which you gave. Only this pronunciation I felt like I needed to correct.
Mhm.
I would also like to emphasize on one more thing that when you're pronouncing a sentence, don't pronounce each and every word in that. Okay, some words we pronounce or we group them together, and these group of words they look like as if it's just one word. Okay, so this I think is basically what we need to get at. Okay, so this will help us to improve the chunking in language. So eventually, this will polish our pronunciation. Okay, right. So, as an individual, do you find more fulfillment in becoming a jack of all trades or master of one?
Accidentally, I have become master in one field because I never moved to another place, and
I never switched my career.
I yeah, I never switched in other career,
Mhm.
and so I would say so. That's why I'm thinking that I should learn something else, and I should master in other field, and uh, by and large, I would say uh, uh, there is so many companies are available, like related to my job,
Hmm.
but they will not, they
There
won't
is
be able
so
to.
there is so many companies available. What is the
There,
mistake?
there, there are so many companies are available related to my
Why are
job,
you
but
saying are again? There are so many companies available.
there are so many companies available.
Available, right?
Mhm. But they won't be able to provide me this position,
Hmm.
and mm, because I'm over 44 years old,
Hmm.
and those who were working with me,
Hmm.
actually. So nowadays they are leading the company, and they are on top actually. So if I would love to switch my company, so I won't get position mm, as per my wish actually.
Hmm.
So I think so. What I wanted to say that, yeah. What was the question, ma'am? I forgot.
The question is that what gives you more fulfillment? You said that you have
Fulfillment.
accidentally become master of one. So would you be more fulfilled if you become jack of all trades, or are you
Mhm.
fulfilled with becoming master of one?
So I would love to explore the thing actually, and as I said that I wanted to switch in IT sector. So
Hmm.
this is the era of having knowledge in different field.
Yeah.
So I would love to upgrade myself definitely.
Okay. Okay. So fulfillment would arrive with being jack of all trades, you're saying. Okay. So is being a specialist financially more profitable than being a generalist? Or is it vice versa?
Come again, ma'am?
Being a specialist is financially more profitable than being a generalist?
Mhm. Uh, Right, actually, if you are master in one field and you have specialization in particular field, so I can take instance of medical field medical fields, and those who are master in neurologist and those who are master in orthopedics. Those who are having a problem in bones and those who are problem in having in brain, so definitely they will approach to a specialist actually, and and uh, and the world has become crowded with disease, and people are getting sick frequently. So I would say, for the sake of I will not relate it with money actually, but those who are master in medical field, like in such a way neurologist and orthopedics, so they will earn more, and because they are master in particular field, and generalization, mm, at least at a time you will do one work, though you have mastery in other fields, though you have knowledge in different fields, but at the time you will be able to do only one thing, and you will do one thing, and so people will approach towards your work, and so I would say that those who are master, so they will earn more rather than having a specialization in other field.
The way you answered this question, do you think it was organized?
No, it was not organized.
It was not, right? Somewhere I lost focus that from the main subject, or you came back to the point, you addressed the question, but somewhere in the middle we got lost with the specifics or with the
Right.
elaboration,
Mhm.
right? And even in the previous question, you had to ask me again that what was the question. So you
Yes.
also lost track of that, right, in
Right.
between. So just give me 1 minute. Okay. So, what we need to understand is that the use of, let's say, signposting language. You know what signposting language is?
No, ma'am.
Okay. What is a literal signpost? Can you please tell me?
Sign.
Signpost on roads that we see. What does it tell?
Signpost. Okay. So whenever we go somewhere, so we see, means
Hmm.
you have to move left, you have to move right, isn't it?
Right.
Okay.
And
Mhm.
these boards are given to you, let's say 100 meters before or 200 meters before. Okay, let's say you're
Right.
supposed to take a left to some place. So you would observe a board maybe 100 or 2 meters, 200 meters before,
Right.
right? So this lets the driver know that 200 meters ahead or somewhere, just whenever the next cut comes, so they will have to take a left. So that signpost is not coming at that point, it's coming before, right? Similarly, in language also, you can try and have a direction towards the point which you're trying to make. Okay,
Mhm,
this
mhm.
will not only help you while you're speaking to stay on track, this will also help the listener to follow your ideas better.
Right, right, right. Because it happens sometime, run out of thought, run out of word. Actually,
Yeah.
we
I'll,
we try
I'll
to
come back.
maintain flow.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I'll come back to that question again. Okay. And I will ask you to think of what can be the direction which you can set for yourself as well as for the listener. So the question was that sorry, is being a specialist financially more profitable than a generalist? First of all, is this a yes or no question?
Yeah, yes or no? I could
Right.
have said in yes and no only.
Right. So initially, what is your answer? You are saying yes, right?
Okay.
That being a specialist is actually more profitable than being a generalist, because I remember what you said. So your answer is yes, right?
Mhm.
So clarify that yes in the beginning. If you do require a moment to think about it, so you can say something like,
Okay. Okay.
it's something that I never thought of. Please give me a moment and take that moment of pause. This moment of pause is not even looking unnatural. You have clarified it to me that you're thinking on it, or this is somewhat new topic to you. You never gave a thought on it. So you can say that, I never gave a thought on it. Oh, this is something new. Let me think. Take a few seconds of pause and
Mm.
then present that yes in the beginning. Okay. Then let me tell it to you with an example. So if we look at the doctors, then you can mention about the two areas of medicine which you mentioned
Mm.
about neurology and orthopedics,
Mhm.
right? So that can be used as an example that
Thank
they
you.
actually make more money if they have more specialization in one particular area rather than being a general doctor or anything like that, right? So this way I think we could have avoid overstretching of the content because you were repeating some ideas in between. This would
Mhm.
allow you to also stay on track with your idea. And as a listener, I would be getting more organized thought pattern and everything would be curated for me, and for which is more understandable and comprehensible for me, right, in terms of content. Okay,
Okay.
so try to adopt this in the next answer. The think
Sure,
over
sure,
what,
sure.
how you can lead the other person into the content
Mhm.
which you're trying to make, so that you can also stay on track. Okay. There were two words which you spoke, which I would like to correct the pronunciation of. So,
Mhm.
if you please pronounce the first word for me,
Neurologist.
please repeat after me, neurologist.
Okay. Neurologist.
No. Um, can you say logist?
Logist.
Okay. Yeah. Ologist,
Ologist.
right. Urologist,
Urologist.
neurologist.
Neurologist. Okay.
Okay.
Technology. It is like technology. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Okay.
Neurologist.
Neurologist.
Okay.
And it's
Neurologist.
neurology.
Okay.
Okay. Not
Neurologist.
neurology department, neurology department.
Okay.
Okay.
Neurology. Mhm.
Right. Then the next word, can you pronounce it for me?
Okay. Orthopedic.
Yeah, this is fine. But while you were speaking in the middle,
Yeah, orthopedic. Yeah. Yeah. I used to say orthopedic.
okay, and somewhere saw sure pronunciation, like when you were saying generalization, so sun sound was coming at
Okay.
times.
Okay.
Okay.
Orthopedic. Neurologist.
Right. So let's think about what can be, a way to have that flow in content. Okay, for the next question. So, if you were a doctor, what area of specialization would you choose?
If I were a doctor, so I would love to be a neurologist, uh, because this is related to brain. And if I were doctor, so I would love to suggest patient they must do meditation. Uh, they must inculcate meditation practice in their life. uh, because this is the one thing by they can organize their thought, and they can organize their mindset, I would say. And so
Moreover, don't repeat and again. Now say
yeah.
moreover, continue.
Moreover, uh, mm, I don't have that much. I don't know neurologist, but because I practice meditation, so I can suggest that. So I can impose, I can adopt meditation technique in being neurologist, and this is kind of a very crucial medical treatment for a human being,
Hmm.
because we usually see people are distracting here and there, and sometimes they are behaving like lunatic, and so
So
it is
people are
kind.
distracting or people are distracted.
People are distracted,
Continue.
uh, and they are becoming mad, and so it is kind of medicine which can cure them.
Okay, right. This answer, I would say, was largely coherent. And this actually, when we talking about addressing the question rightly, or presenting a logical thought pattern, or having a good flow overall, so that is what makes your answer more coherent. Okay, so this answer was largely coherent. Try to avoid use
What is the
overusing.
coherent? Oh, so what does it mean, ma'am? Coherent.
That's
Actually,
what I said. When
I
you're
knew, but I
logically
forgot.
addressing the question, so
Okay.
or when you are, let's like, when you're having not no deviation from the actual content, you're staying within the topic, you're addressing the question, you are not presenting any irrelevant information, you're being very relevant with the kind of information that you're presenting, or you're having that flow, that overall flow,
What is the exact meaning of coherent? Mean flow,
logical flow.
logical flow. Okay.
Okay, right. So okay, next question. Which diverse skill are you aiming to acquire to become better at it? I think I already know the answer to this, but try to just work upon the coherence that we just talked about.
Could you rephrase? Could you repeat?
Okay, which diverse skill are you aiming to acquire to become better at your job?
Mm. If I would have been, if I would have been young, so definitely I would have thought about MBA. But now I have become AZ, and now I'm growing AZ actually. So I would love to. I wouldn't love to do MBA because no, this is not a proper time to do MBA. So as I said that I would love to explore about IT. So I would love to do something towards IT sector.
Okay. So yes, when you said that as I am growing,
Mhm.
what can be a more sophisticated way to present this in language?
As I already grown up,
As I'm already a grown up, okay,
yeah. Mhm.
still it feels like you're a person who is in their, let's say, late 20s or early 30s.
Mhm.
So you say something like being being a person, or being on the not aged category, so being a middle-aged person, you're not actually middle-aged, you're approaching towards that, so you can say something
Mhm.
like approaching towards middle age, I don't think it's appropriate for me to pursue MBA currently,
Mhm. Mhm.
right? Or now that I have worked in the industry for more than 12 years, it's making
Mhm.
it very obvious to me that you must be a person who is in their 40s, right?
Right.
So this way we can work upon presenting the language in a more sophisticated manner, because when we're saying that when we are growing up, this is more suitable for people who are in their
Yeah, yeah.
teenage or
Yeah.
20s,
Got it,
right?
got it.
Not for us. So yeah,
Uh,
we will be saying like
I
that. Yeah.
wanted to ask some thumb rule about English. Like, ma'am, do you have any thumb rule? Like, whenever we use after, so after we use ing form of verb. after finishing the activity, and we use a third form of verb with have, has, and had. So, do you have such types of thumb rule so that I can? Uh,
I think you're only getting confused. Like when you're saying that when people are distracting, I corrected that people are distracted. It should be.
mhm.
And you also
So,
understood.
such types of thumb rule, actually,
Hmm.
I wanted to ask you
So,
why people are distracted means, and sometimes getting distracted. So, why
I'll,
after getting
I'll
distracted?
explain it with simple thing.
Mhm.
It's actually related to active and passive voice, but
Mhm.
it would further complicate things for you. I'll explain it to you in a simpler manner. Um, when we talk about us, so what is correct? I am interested or I am interesting?
I'm interested.
I am interested. When can you use I am interesting?
I am interesting that it means I am interesting in particular. Malab, it is not related to me. It is related to something else.
Hmm. ठीक है. Or when you say the movie is interested or the movie is interesting,
Movie is interesting, of course.
the movie is interesting, right? So in this sentence, what happened was that when I'm saying I am interested in doing so and so, so I'm interested, let's say, in watching. I'm interested in watching movies. So when we talk about people, usually when we use adjectives for people, so we use it in the ed form. I am distracted. I am interested. I am informed. Okay. For things, we use the adjectives in the ing form. Okay.
What thing?
This is interesting. This is informing, or
Okay.
this is something. So this is, and mainly if you just understand the active and passive voice, if you book another session with me, and please remind me in the beginning itself, even I would make a note of it, to
Sure.
do active and passive voice, because you are having
Do you
confusion
have
with
Do you have a session tomorrow, ma'am? Do you have
that.
any
Just
slot?
just give me 1 second. Tomorrow is 13th, right? So yeah, I have opened a slot for 12:30 and 1 p.m, and after that later in the evening, not in the morning,
Later in the evening. What is the
from
time?
3 to 5.
Okay. Okay. Day after tomorrow, I will try because
Day after
tomorrow
tomorrow
is my
slots I have opened on in the morning. So 8 a.m. one is available,
and
9:30 one is available, and 10:30 also is available.
in evening time.
In the evening, Saturday evening I've not opened the slot. Even on Sunday I
Okay.
am not intending to take class this time. On then I will be continuing from Monday. Monday slots